Hello, hello. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Inglês no Cru Rádio. I am your co-host. My name is Foster, and as always, I am here with.
Alexia, hi. Hi, how are you?
I am good. How are you doing today, Alexia?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking.
Of course. So today, Alexia, we are continuing the topic that we spoke about yesterday. So we are talking about an article by the technology writer and inventor, a man of many things, a guy named Kevin Kelly, and he wrote a short article called 68 Bits of Unsolicited Advice. So if you did not listen to yesterday's episode, that is probably a good place to start. And with that said, let's get started.
Yes. So you were the last one to have a piece of advice.
Mm-hmm.
So I should start today?
Yeah. So just a quick recap. This article has 68 pieces of advice, right? And we are choosing some of our favorites and we are talking about them. So let's get started. Go for it, Alexia.
Okay, so my first one of today is everyone is shy. Other people are waiting for you to introduce yourself to them. They are waiting for you to send them an email. They are waiting for you to ask them on a date. Go ahead.
I absolutely love this one. And I really wanted to choose this as one of my favorites, but I was pretty sure that you were going to choose it. So I did not.
Why? Why did you think that?
Because I think we know each other very well. We have very similar personalities. And I thought this was such a great piece of advice.
Yeah, I think that nowadays people lose a lot of time thinking about how the other person will react and how you should say something, how you should write something. And this is ridiculous because if you miss someone, call them, send a message, send an email. If you want to ask someone for a date, just go ahead. You already have the no. If you have the yes, that's amazing. So
Yeah. So just one really quick thing, Alexia. When you say people lose a lot of time, in this case, I would say people waste a lot of time.
yeah.
So when you are
So
not using time efficiently,
wasting time.
exactly. Yeah. And this one really resonated with me because I think as a shy person, I have the feeling a lot of time that, yeah, it's only me that's shy, and I should not send an email or introduce myself because the other person will think that's weird. But in reality, everyone's thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, we are always waiting on someone else to do something that we really want to do. So, no, let's stop with that.
Yeah. And just a practical example of this advice almost every time when I have like a person that I really admire and I want to talk to them. For example, right now I am thinking of Ben Curtis from Notes in Spanish. He started the podcast Notes in Spanish, which was one of the big inspirations for me to start this podcast. And I just,
For us
yes, I'm
to
just
start this podcast.
just saying the idea came to me from him. Anyways, I really wanted to talk to him, so I just sent him an email saying, "Hey, thanks for all the cool stuff you do." And we've been talking, and it's been fantastic.
Yeah, and another example of that. Once we like bumped into each other again the second time, I was the one who sent you a message. I was the one who was like, hey, hi, I'm here.
Yes. So, when in doubt, send that message, talk to that person, do whatever you got to do.
Yeah. So, okay. What's your piece of advice?
Okay. So, another piece of advice that I really, really liked is when you get an invitation to do something in the future, ask yourself, would you accept this if it was scheduled for tomorrow? not too many promises will pass that immediacy filter.
Yeah.
Okay, so the language here is a little bit complicated. So, in the most simple way, he is just saying when someone asks you to do something, or if you are thinking about doing something in the future, just consider okay, if this was tomorrow, would I do it? Would I make time in my schedule to do this? And this is just super helpful for me because I don't know. I think as humans, we are really bad at long term thinking. So if someone says, like, hey, Foster, are you interested in giving like private classes? I'm thinking, like, okay, maybe like follow up with me in a month. And yeah, I'll do it. But if you ask me tomorrow, and the question's no, I can't. I can't do it.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think that if someone asks me today or tomorrow something that I'm not ready, but maybe I'll be ready in 3 months, in 6 months, that's okay.
Yeah, yeah. Even if it does not change your decision, I think it gives you a good guide to think about. Okay, if I'm not ready, why am I not ready? What do I have to do to be ready?
Yeah, exactly. For me, it's a perfect thing. Don't ask me to do anything tomorrow because I'll freak out. I prefer to be a month from now or 3 months from now. I'm that person.
Okay, so Alexia, do you have another piece of advice that you really enjoyed?
Yes. How to apologize quickly, specifically, sincerely. That's perfect.
I like it. And even his piece of advice is very quick and specific and sincere.
Yeah. Because I mean, you're already doing something really brave, that is to apologize, to ask someone for a forgiveness,
Hmm.
and you just say like, I'm so sorry, I should have never said this. I am really mad at myself that I did that. I learned my my eu aprendi meu, o que eu ia falar
My
isso?
lesson?
Yes, I learned my lesson and I won't do it again. And that's it. That's it.
Yeah. Apologizing is very hard. It's a very difficult thing to do. But I think a lot of the times we make it harder than necessary.
Yeah. And I mean, oh, I don't know if the other person will accept my apology. That's on their side. You don't have to like be freaking out about that because you're already doing the brave situation,
Yeah,
the brave part. You made a
absolutely.
mistake, you're apologizing, and it's up to them to say yes or no. But you did your side, and that's perfect.
You did your
So,
part, and that's all you can do. I love that one. Do you want to hear
okay.
another one of mine?
Uh-huh.
Okay, another piece of advice that I loved is a vacation plus a disaster equals an adventure.
I knew it. That was the one that I read, and I was like, okay, this is Foster's.
Why did you think I was going to choose that one?
Because you don't like to plan. Whenever we go on a trip, you don't like to plan. You like to be as free as a bird, like to do stuff.
I am a free
And
bird.
and I kind of like to plan, like, are we renting a car? Are we getting a boat? How are we gonna be there? What's gonna happen? And I don't like imagine myself to be um in a horrible adventure, but I like adventures. So
Yeah, I think you are very adventurous. You are more adventurous than you give yourself credit for. Can you think of any vacations that we had where maybe there was a small disaster and that turned into an adventure? I have a
uh
specific instance I'm thinking of right now.
which is
Do you remember when we were in Argentina, in Buenos Aires?
oh my god, the laptop that you forgot.
Yeah,
Yes.
we were getting off a bus and somehow I left my laptop. And that was before we even got to the place where we were going to stay. And I was literally running in all my clothes, like running as fast as I could to go to a bus station. It took forever. It was a disaster. But when I think about it now, I think, that was a great adventure.
It wasn't great. That's our
It was
difference.
great. I learned a lesson. I got some exercise. It was an adventure.
Okay. So my last piece of advice, can I read it?
Go for it.
Okay. Don't be afraid to ask a question that may sound stupid because 99% of the time, everyone else is thinking of the same question and is too embarrassed to ask it.
I love this one as well. Do you want to tell me why this one stuck out to you?
Because sometimes I have so many questions in my mind. For example, when I went to the United States to be with you for the first time, and some things didn't make sense because it was another culture, and I was learning about Southern people, and I had so many questions why this or that. And I kept to myself, and I was always like asking you after, why did someone say that? Or why did you eat that? Or what is that? And I could have asked to anyone because sometimes they don't even know why they are doing that and they will think about it and they will realize why they are thinking, oh, why they are doing that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I cannot agree with this point more. As a teacher, most teachers say, like, there's no such thing as a stupid question. But it really is true. If I think about all of my best students or the best learners with language or anything, it's always the people that ask a lot of questions. And if you are genuinely curious about a topic, the best way to learn is by asking questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question. And most of the time, everyone else is thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, I love it. So go ahead, ask questions, and nowadays you have devices to do that as well. You can say Siri or Google and you can ask questions.
Absolutely. So I think that is a great place to stop for today, Alexia. I appreciate the advice. Any last words?
No, so yeah, maybe don't be the smartest person. Go on adventures. Everyone is shy. Remember that. Apologize more often. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And
When you get an invitation, think about if you're going to do this tomorrow.
yes, perfect.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Alexia. I will talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.